Just a few days ago, the first day of filming for Aquaman 2, entitled Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, finally started, and obviously many were not happy about it. For starters, Warner Brothers decided to push through on their initial decision to keep Amber Heard in the newest DC Extended Universe movie franchise, despite the lawsuit and all the drama with Johnny Depp that she is currently involved in. Because of this, many fans are campaigning to stop production on the entire movie, as they believe not only does Amber Heard deserve for her movie to flop, but the whole Warner Brothers production as well. But the problem here is there will be many other actors that will be affected once people go against it, and that includes major actors like Nicole Kidman, Patrick Wilson, Willem Dafoe, Randall Park, and of course Aquaman himself, Jason Momoa. For many Jason Momoa and Johnny Depp fans, this is a pretty tough decision to make. Johnny and Amber are in not just a rocky situation these days, they're facing a huge case before them, and supporting Amber Heard's movie is basically supporting her. So, many fans want to know, what does Jason Momoa have to say about working with Amber Heard? Is he also tired of her drama? Does he think she's a good or bad person? Will he defend her against Johnny Depp? Well, I guess you need to stick around until the end of this video to find out. But before that, please make sure you subscribe first and hit that notification bell for more updates. So, let's begin. The year 2021 may not be big for the DC universe, as movie theaters are still just reopening and many restrictions are still ongoing. As you remember, Wonder Woman 1984 had been a much-awaited film before the illness, but somehow this subsided the excitement. However, Warner Brothers remained hopeful for their second installment of the Aquaman movie. Despite the challenges that are uncertain by the time of its release, they are still going to push through on this major project, and in fact, they've already started filming the movie. Good decision, people might say, but there's one big catch in the movie that many fans did not love, and it's that Warner Brothers should really care more about one certain cast member. Amber Heard's suit with Johnny is still ongoing, and this is not good publicity at all, even though Amber said Johnny was at fault first. Evidence proves otherwise, plus the fact that a lot of people do not believe her. Basically, Amber is facing many issues, including having affairs while married to Johnny Depp, hurting her husband, keeping the money she said she would donate, and even lying to the world in general. Following these negative factors of her image, Amber is also being positioned as a big liar. And now she's pulling the card of Johnny's lost libel case to her defense on their ongoing suit. Just by the facts mentioned, you'd already conclude that Amber's not cool at all. Despite all these occurrences, Warner Brothers still kept her and even gave her the role of Queen Mera, while the same production company let go of Johnny Depp from his supposed upcoming film Fantastic Beasts 3 that's also set to be released in 2022. Obviously, many fans are not happy. The first installment of Aquaman was no doubt a huge success, both commercially and cinematically. The movie, directed by James Wan, was a depiction of an entirely new world, and it was surreal how they put all of them together in a manner that would not bore anyone. Indeed, it was worth watching again and again, and the 2018's movie success really reflected on its box office earnings, reaching $1.184 billion with a production budget of $160 to $200 million. Because of the film's success, fans became very excited for the second installment right away. But after the movie's success, case after case brought Amber Heard to the spotlight again, but this time in a very negative way. Now, obviously people would automatically think that Warner Brothers would relieve Amber from her role as Queen Mera. After all, there's a lot of celebrities out there who can pull off her role and even surpass her performance. However, they kept her and made her reprise her role while Johnny's career slowly turned into ashes, losing his role in the blockbuster film series Fantastic Beasts, and even his most famous role to date, Jack Sparrow in the Pirates of the Caribbean film series. But amidst all this craziness in the entertainment industry, fans have been wondering, what is Amber Heard like as a co-star? During the Johnny and Amber battle, many celebrities have already pointed out that Amber isn't exactly a truth teller. A lot of film colleagues have stood by Johnny Depp through all of these, defending him from Amber. But how about the insights of those who work with Amber? One of these celebrities is Jason Momoa, and he's got a lot to say. Well, much to fans' dismay, Jason Momoa reportedly has no problem with Amber Heard at all. Despite Warner Brothers' rogue decision to keep Amber Heard, which might actually cause the new movie to flop, At least Warner Brothers is somehow trying to reduce Amber Heard's exposure. So let's talk about Jason Momoa. Jason will be back as Arthur Curry in the upcoming Aquaman 2 movie, and he will be now crowned King of Atlantis. And we're sure there will be plenty more of the former Game of Thrones star in the DCEU after that too. Next summer, he'll return to the Seven Seas for Aquaman 2, the follow-up to the smash hit 2018 Origins movie. But having been joined by the now controversial Amber Heard in the sequel, fans deserve to know what he thinks about it. The latest rumor on the topic points to Momoa being on Heard's side though. As per Intel tipster Daniel Reichman has shared on his Patreon account, the leading man has no problems with the actress and they get along well. Momoa has been said to want to keep on working with her as the franchise continues, so expect him to back her up as his co-star. If Warner Brothers attempts to remove Amber as Mera and find someone else to replace her, besides, if you take a look at Aquaman 2, on the set photos and even film featurettes, the two seem to really get along well. Although almost the whole world believes that she's pretty conniving and can make anyone like her. There were also reports surfacing that Amber Heard's personal issues are not bothering Jason Momoa at all. And even though Amber is now somehow one of the most disliked celebrities today, Jason says he's not affected by her personal life, as he separates work issues with personal issues. However, an opinion on a celebrity's personal life is pretty much public as well, and every aspect of their private lives affect greatly how they are perceived on TV. So if Amber Heard's personal life is the definition of messy, then it might reflect on their relationship on screen and on the movie they are both in as well. Also, according to the tipster Daniel Reichman's latest Patreon scoop, Jason wants to keep Amber in the franchise and will be ready to back her up should Warner Brothers intervene. Aside from Jason, it seems like the director of Aquaman himself, James Wan, has been trying to keep Amber Heard in the franchise as much as he can too. It's reported that the filmmaker is apparently doing all he can to protect her role in Aquaman 2 against the studio attempting to massively reduce Mera's screen time. Word has it that the sequel could introduce several new female characters, with the intention being to take the spotlight away from Heard's heroine. The actress herself is not pleased about this, obviously, and is said to be working to land a bigger role. Fans have been clamoring for Amber Heard's removal from the upcoming movie since the issue first came up. But despite earning over 1.6 million signatures in their petition, she still kept her role. And she is obviously excited for the filming as she constantly updates her training for the role of Queen Mera. However, fans still want her out and are even suggesting new celebrities that are definitely more fit for the role, and will surely bring up the blockbuster records as well. But in the end, it's Warner Brothers' call after all. We just hope it won't affect the other actors that much. That's all for today. We hope you enjoyed our video, and we'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and smash that notification bell for more videos like this.